welcome to another vlog. It's actually been a little while since I have vlogged, but today I'm gonna take you through a couple of days with me. We're gonna go to work, we're gonna go to Pilates. Julian's out of town right now, so we have the whole apartment to ourselves. And I love Julian, but I also really thrive being alone. So I'm excited for the next couple of days. I think I'm gonna head to a nearby coffee shop, and there's actually a new coffee shop that opened up by me that I think will be a perfect working space. So I'm just really hoping that they have good Wi-Fi. I just got back from the coffee shop and I had a really productive work session there. Otis is on my lap. Say hello, Odie. Hi. Oh, I love you so much. But yeah, that coffee shop is now my new favorite working space during the week. A change of environment really helps me get focused, and I just got focused right away. I completely forgot to put my headphones on and put music on until the very end. So that was a good sign. I got a lot done, which is always a good thing. Getting a message at work here. I booked a solidcore class for later today. Usually I go to a different studio just because it's a little bit cheaper. Even with ClassPass, solidcore is pretty expensive. I think it comes out to like $26 per class for the solidcore near me. But the other studio is fully booked, and I'm just really feeling Pilates today. I wouldn't say I'm a Pilates girl because I don't go that often. I've probably gone to Pilates less than 5 times in my life, but I'm trying to get into it because everyone's hyping it up. And everyone's also telling me it takes a couple of times to really start liking it, so I'm giving it a good chance. And I do really like yoga, so I feel like it's kind of a combination of strength training, weightlifting, and yoga. I have about 15 minutes until lunch and I kind of want to take a break a little early today, so I think I'm going to do a little bit journaling until then. I am on a little bit of a caffeine high right now, and usually when I'm feeling a caffeine high is when I get all of my ideas. I think it's a good time to take advantage of that and write it all down in my journal. I just finished journaling. I've talked about this before, but I freaking love the Rhodia meeting notebook for journaling because I'll journal here in the main area and then I'll write my big takeaways in the margins. So some of my biggest takeaways from my session today is I realized that some of the things I have always wanted in my career or my work in my life is, one, to be in a creative space. I don't necessarily need to be in a creative role. I think I really like being in a more logistical, like engineering role. Like I did pick engineering for a reason, and I do really enjoy engineering. And I like doing the methodical, logical, like mathematical stuff or work, but I want to do that in a creative space where I'm surrounded by creatives. And I think that's something that's lacking right now. Like I really do love engineering, but I'm not really in a creative space. So that's something that I want to think about moving forward for my career. 2, I've always wanted to run my own business. I hope to be able to do this one day. Number 3, I've always wanted to create community or be an active part of a community. And 4, make people feel valued and inspired, especially the feeling inspired one. I really enjoy sharing inspiration with people. I think feeling inspired is one of my favorite feelings, and so I want to share that with other people and also make people feel valued, because I feel like that's something society struggles to do a good job of making people feel. I also realized that I need more practice being selective. I have made the mistake in the past of putting too many things on my plate or trying to spread myself too thin across too many friends, and I need to be a little bit more selective about what projects I take on, who I spend my time with, who I decide to work with on projects. I know a big part of the reason of me not being selective in the past is because of people-pleasing tendencies, so I've been really trying to work on that recently, and the universe keeps presenting me opportunities where I have to work on that. And without going into too much detail, just recently I've been having to have a lot of difficult conversations with people at work, outside of work, more than I've ever had to have before. I guess there's been opportunities to have them before in the past, but I used to just run away, and now I'm not running away from those confrontations. And some have gone really well and others have not. So I'm learning, I'm practicing. Another thing I talked about is I really do miss Julian. He left just last night, so it hasn't even been 24 hours. But I also really enjoy my alone time, and Julian knows this. So, I mean, I would pick living with Julian over living alone again. For anyone that's new here, Julian is my boyfriend. We used to be long distance, and as of a year ago, he moved to Seattle. But we're still trying to figure out the balance of like alone time and time together. So if anyone who lives with a significant other has any tips or has figured anything out, please let us know in the comments below. The last thing I wrote about is whether it's unethical to create short form content. I haven't created short form content in a while because I've been trying to grapple with whether it's ethical to create short form content. I have TikTok on my phone, but sometimes I genuinely watch so much of it that I feel physically ill. Like I feel nauseous, I feel like I have brain fog. I do feel like it's really easy to overconsume short form content, and it feels detrimental to both my mental and physical health. If it was easier to control how much short form content I consume, I think short form content is great in many ways. But the fact that these apps are designed to keep us on there as long as possible, I think is the biggest problem. And especially with short form content, I'm just watching a ton of content that I never asked for. It's just so easy to overconsume and just end up scrolling on TikTok or Instagram Reels forever and ever, to the point where I feel physically and mentally not well. I don't ever think it's like the creator's fault for creating short form content. Some people are just creating art, some people are just trying to keep up with the trends and keep their job as an influencer afloat. And it's really up to the app and the people who create TikTok to design it so that it is not so toxic. But at the same time, as a creator myself, I have been feeling confused about whether I feel good about creating short form content as a result. So let me know your opinions in the comments below. Yeah. Anyways, that's what I got out of a 20-minute journaling session. So I feel like my brain's a little bit more organized. Thank you, Rhodia Meeting Book. It is time to head back to the desk for the rest of the working day. I am trying out a new Poppy Flavor Cherry Limeade. Very excited for that. I'm starting to feel a potential caffeine crash coming in, but I don't feel too bad yet. So I'm hoping I survive the rest of the day with no caffeine crashes. Okay, so here's the situation. I have a meeting in about an hour, actually more like 45 minutes. And I have some tasks I'd like to get done before that meeting. I also have 57 unread emails that I need to get to. I cleared my inbox this morning, but 57 more emails came in. It was interesting, I was talking with some of my other friends in the tech industry and who work in software, because I work in hardware, and I learned that they don't really work through issues through email. They do everything through tickets and through an occasional Slack message. As for me, as someone who's in hardware, I think the hardware world is a little bit behind on our tooling, and so we work primarily out of email and Teams messages. So there's always a lot of emails to answer. And some of the emails require some time to answer, like they're asking me questions that require a little bit more research and time spent finding the answer before I respond. I think I'm going to work on the tasks related to the meeting I have in 45 minutes first. I think that's winning higher priority at the moment, so let's go ahead and get into that. The door is open, I could walk right in. Ooh, but it's so much harder than it sounds. anyone interested in manufacturing engineering, what I'm working on right now is improving a process or an inspection process that our manufacturing lines go through, making it a little bit more standardized. I'm also developing some automation around that step in the manufacturing line so that instead of manually inspecting everything, we can just run it through an algorithm. This is one of my favorite projects, so I'm excited to work on it. I have a few more tasks I need to get done, but I just fell down a TikTok hole for like 45 minutes and I've hit a wall. I don't think I can get much done today, maybe a little bit later, but right now I think I just need to close out and take Otis for a walk. I'm a little frustrated that I wasted that time, but it happens. It happens. Apparently it's like 80 degrees out and I don't have any other shorts besides these blue shorts, so I'm wearing 2 shades of blue right now. I definitely need to go get some more shorts. I had the hardest time finding shorts I like, but for now I'm wearing 2 tones of blue. Gotta reapply the sunscreen before we go out. I saw this trick on TikTok that the amount of sunscreen you're supposed to put on is like 3 finger lengths worth, and that has been so helpful because I feel like I was not putting on enough sunscreen before that. I honestly hate putting on sunscreen. I know it's good for me, but it just feels so slimy, and the fact that you have to reapply throughout the day is so much work. Alright, we're ready to go. Let's take Otis to the park.
Good dinner? Park? Are you ready to go to the park? You ready to go for a walk? You have food all over your mouth. You ready to go for a walk? You ready to go to the park? Yeah? Yeah, you're excited, aren't ya?
All the houses on the street are so pretty. We just left the park, but someone ran out of energy to keep walking. He refuses to keep walking, and I don't think I can carry him in this heat, so I'm just waiting for him to be ready to walk again. Any day now, Otis. It's time to go to Pilates. I did an outfit change, but it's time to go to Pilates, and then maybe after Pilates I'll go grocery shopping. But we'll see if I have energy because I also need a shower. I kind of booked a late class today. It's a 7:20 p.m. class. I also was really tired, so I chugged some coffee. Hopefully that wasn't a bad idea, but I'll find out later tonight when I'm heading to bed.
Hi, Otis. Hi, baby. Hi.
Good morning, everybody. I made myself a latte today. I was gonna go to the coffee shop again to do work, but I have a bunch of morning meetings today, so I feel like it's kind of awkward to take meetings at a coffee shop. I need to mix that. I got these really cute glass spoons from Poquito.com. These glass spoons are so fun as like a little stirring stick. Much better. I'm feeling very tired this morning. Hopefully I'll wake up after that glass of coffee, but I have a lot of emails to catch up on, so let's go ahead and get started on that. It sounds like a very deep conversation.
Yeah. Alright.
I had so many freaking meetings. I had back-to-back meetings all morning. Meetings that ran late, overlapping into the next meeting. So we're gonna go simple for lunch. I'm gonna have a bagel with cream cheese and a bowl of tofu. Honestly, this bowl of tofu is the perfect summer snack because it's cold silken tofu. I literally just put soy sauce, sesame oil, green onions, furikake seasoning all over it, and also some seasoning that we got from Japan. And it's really, really good and really easy to make. Time to hop back to work. I have a meeting that I need to join right now. Alright, let's talk about the agenda for today. Last call for any walk-on items. Alright, thanks everybody for your time. Forgot to record for the rest of the night, but I moved the bed into the office. We have this bed like stored away. The frame is super foldable and we just have the mattress leaning up in our bedroom. But I set this out because my mom is coming tomorrow night to visit. She was actually supposed to get here tonight, but her flight got super delayed. I completely forgot to vlog the rest of today. I just ended up taking Otis out, cleaning up, setting up the apartment for my mom to get here, and also my friend came by and we made dinner together and hung out and just had a really good girls talk. Right now I need to take Otis out to the bathroom and then get ready for bed. I think I'm going to end the vlog off here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!